New Radio Sports Network and 1041 WRLU getting ready for the first round of the Division III playoffs. For girls basketball, we'll have the call for you on 1041 WRLU as Southern Door travels to Two Rivers. Joined right now by the head coach of the Southern Door Eagles, Taylor Jandrin. And Coach, first of all, how much of a wrench in the kitchen sink was this today with having the day off when, up until, late last night, early this morning, it was going to be a road trip down the Two Rivers?
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal after you kind of pregame that practice going into the game. So it's not ideal, but it was definitely the best call for the road condition and things like that. But hopefully that the girls just remember what we talked about yesterday at practice, and then they're ready to go for tomorrow.
What was the final message that you had for your team on Monday? As you mentioned, they were going home that night thinking, "Hey, we got a game coming up on Tuesday," and who knows at this point of the season? Obviously, you had a couple wins here down the stretch, and but no matter what your record is now, everybody's 0-0, and everybody's trying to get to the rest center for that state tournament.
Yeah, on Monday, we practiced pretty loose. We focused up for the areas of where we needed to focus and gear up in. But really, it was just more so about the girls knowing what to do. I mean, we've been in season, this is the tail end of this season, just having confidence in themselves to go out there, and confidence in themselves, confidence in their teammates, and at the end, just keep competing until that final buzzer.
Now, you have a young team, and obviously they've gone through their own challenges this season as well. How proud of you with, obviously you came in a couple games into the season, young roster. How proud of you that they are at this point in the season with, obviously a chance to advance here in regionals?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of the girls. They really handled some tough decisions that were made early on, and they really pulled together and came together and stuck together as a family. I think that some girls really opened up and took on that leadership role by setting examples and things, and just extremely proud. They grew together as a team throughout the season and on an individual level. And it was definitely shown throughout as we progressed and we were on that win streak, and we have closer competition games too, is that the girls are growing. I mean, we're playing some great against great basketball players who are ultimately getting us better too, which is good.
Have you had a chance to take a look at any film involving Two Rivers? And if you have, what have you seen so far that maybe has you kind of scratching your head wondering how you're going to attack it, and maybe some other things where you go, hey, you know what, if we can hit our spots, we can have some success against the Purple Raiders?
Yeah. We've been watching some film. I've encouraged the girls to watch some film on them too. They are a good, solid team. We got to see a little bit of them at the holiday tournament in Denmark over Thanksgiving break. They are physical, which is something that I think that we have grown in that aspect, but we still are lacking on like the size and how we match up to some people, so that's a concern area. But I think if we just kind of play together, have no fear, move the ball decently, rebound, and take good shots and work together as a team, I think we will definitely be able to compete tomorrow.
And obviously, the names that I know we've been writing a lot just because they've been your leading scorers for most of the season in Kendra Scheinman and Ashlyn Delphos. Who are some of those maybe other players on your team that maybe have made those really big leaps from when you first took over the team to right now?
Yeah, I would say everybody has kind of contributed in their own sense. I know Sophie Cunard, she's really stepped up on her rebounding, offensive rebounding, and attacking the hoop very nicely. We have Paige Olson, who is also a contender from the outside shot. Bella, she's able to steal for us and things like that, and finish and rebound. So she's grown in that aspect. And Peyton Gilbertson, she's been able to knock down some shots and rebound and put on that pressure defense that we need. Elena, she sees the ball in the court so well. She finds that open person very nicely. And then you have also Maddie Bodwin. She hasn't seen that much, but she's definitely stepped up. She is a role player, and when she goes into those games, she fulfills that role of what we need her in that capacity, and same with Haley Vieser too. Callie Miller, she's been battling several injuries throughout the whole season, so it's she hasn't been able to kind of continue to roll with the good things that she's been doing, so it's kind of spotty for her, but I know that she just has to come determined and get the ball and confidence with her abilities to push the ball up.
Fill in the blank time, Coach. Southern Door exits Two Rivers tomorrow night, or I should say Wednesday night, with a victory if your team is able to do what?
I would say really continue to compete and box out, making sure that we don't allow them to have multiple shots at once, and we move the ball good, taking good consistent shots, and that we get second chance points on offense rebound and putting them back up. And I think if we can get to the free throw line early and more than them, I think that we would be successful.
Better late than never. That's going to be the theme for many high school basketball teams tomorrow night as the girls basketball tournament gets underway. We'll have, once again, Southern Door at Two Rivers tomorrow night. On Wednesday, 104.1 WRLU is how you'll be able to listen to it, and also New Radio Sports Network. Coach, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Yep, thanks for covering it. I appreciate it.
You're listening to the New Radio Sports Network.